today in this video, I will be discussing about distributed database technology. Actually, distributed database technology. Understand this. We are mainly intention towards the distributed systems. So, application development, distributed database application development. So, DDBMS data distributed database management system. So, so we will be understanding how this database management system, how client server uses the platform for the application development. So when I am telling the client server, so client server architecture. So how you can understand with a clear picture, I will be showing you that. So whenever I'm making a request, so I'm making a request like this, so it is going to the server, and server it is giving you the details about that. Okay, this is the details that you will be getting that. So details you will be getting through that. So we will be understanding basically how it is in the following diagram. So walk you through about that. So you are making a request. So making a request to the server, and that server you are that is a distributed computing system basically required. This distributed computing system contains contains number of processing sites. Number of processing the sites. That processing sites may be consisting as a node. In a computer network, it is a node, and that node will cooperate. This node will cooperate to assign a client assigning the tasks. Okay, this client assign in an efficient manner. So basically, a particular user is there. User is querying some google.com, that his IP address will be converted into the alphanumeric characters, and it will going and it will convert it into the server, and so server can understand only the numbers. So that this server, what it will do, it will be recognize that IP address. Then that IP address will be fetched, and that request made by the user, this request will be getting by the user. That is basically the client server architecture. So what is it? The distributed computing system consists of distributed computing system consisting of number of processing sites. Here number of processing sites may be the google.com processing sites, may be the Google, Yahoo, that may be anything processing sites may be. Okay. Number of processing sites. That number of processing sites, as I specify this number of processing this power, it requires more of the power, more of the computing power. It is very required to solve this complex task. So this distributed database technology consisting of the two words. So what is advantages of this? It is advantages to the distributed databases, advantages to the named database domain. In order to solve efficiently in a coordinate manner, more computation power is required. Okay. So automated processing database technologies results and technologies results into the two major two words, that is distributed system and database technology. Okay. So several distributed systems were developed. So how the distributed system was were developed in 1980s and 1990s. So issues of the data, what was the issues of that distributed database system? Was the data distribution, data replication, and distributed query and processing, and distributed management, and other topics. The topics will be discussed in this chapter. So now we will be understanding, giving you overview of the many new technologies was adopted distributed database, DDT. So storage and analyzing mining the data that has been produced and collected, they are generally called as a big data technologies. So how it was, it will be collecting vast amounts of data. Big data means having a large amount of data. You can get into that. It is called as big data. Large amount of data that can be progressed, and it will be connected in some of an Excel sheet. Some of in the storage media, it is called it as collected and generally called it as big data. So, how the big data technologies was original? So, distributed database technology and distributed system database technology as well as the data mining was introduced into the system, introduced into the market, and machine learning algorithm was implemented. So, that process that can process the vast amount of data to extract the data, we require the knowledge. So, in this concept, we are going to understand that in this chapter we are going to understand that is concepts that are main required for the data distribution and management. Okay, distributing the data is a two contributing consequently concepts we will be dealing with the new technologies. So that image that what we will be dealing with means it will be managing and processing the data. It will manages and process the data. So in the next chapter we'll be discussing about mainly major database technologies, new class of a database system that is NoSQL. It is not only structured query language, That is basically SQL means not only structured query language. It is focusing NoSQL is focusing about the providing a solution and managing the vast amount of data, focusing on providing a solution to the vast amount of data in the first distributed management system and related concept. The database include involving fragmentation, sharing of the data, and distributing over the multiple sites as well as the data duplication. Okay, in this chapter we'll be concentrating about concurrency control, recovery in distributed databases, distributed and transaction query processing. These are the following topics we'll be discussing in the distributed database concepts. This is a brief overview of this overview, or you can tell it as overview of